Welcome to Reforged Eden for Empyrion Galactic Survival, and we're starting on top of the Janus with a nice view across the landscape of Beta 2, the planet that we've been exploring recently. And what I want to do in this part is move on and do the mission to visit all the planets in this sector. So we'll probably be going on to Beta 4 or Beta 5. But before that, I just want to show you something and explain the reason why I'm not staying on this planet. Now, what I've been doing since the end of the last part, where we did an abandoned bunker, is I've been exploring out this way with the Janus. You can see I found a couple of bits and pieces on this planet, and we've arrived at this abandoned archaeological site. If I jump into here, and thrusters are already on, we come across here, what you will see is that a big chunk of it is missing. Now, I'm not sure what exactly is going on here, but if I come down into here, we're using the auger, but this is the way that you would normally go down, and there would be a staircase here. You can see that most of the building is missing. Hello. Hello, guys. I don't think that was meant to happen. Anyway, I think we've just destabilized and wrecked the building completely. Just gonna let everything disappear, because in the true... Oops, we've just been ejected anyway. That's the reason why I want to move on. There's lots of very nice loot here. In fact, but I just feel that maybe it's time to move on and check out another planet. Of course, we're still on the 1.8 version of Empyrion, but as far as I know, Reforged Eden hasn't been updated for 1.8 compatibility. So I think maybe if we go to another planet, we may actually fix any potential problems. Let me just get into here. I think actually, let's have a quick look at we can make food wise. I think make everything. I think at the moment, I think we've got berries and stuff like that, haven't we? So I think what I will do is we'll make a couple of emergency rations and then a couple of veggie burgers, so I can use up the berries, although that's not particularly that efficient. And we're just going to go up, get into the ship, thrusters on, put the shields back on, and we'll get up into space. So here we are, we've broken through into space. We've got a smuggler's stash. No, don't get distracted. I said we're going to move on, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I think we've already visited Beta 4. I think we'll go there anyway. It's the next one on the list. We've been here before. What I'll do is I'll just drop down, pick the planet up, and then we'll move on again. So we're just going to get up to speed. Let's get up to turn the inertia drive off, and we'll head straight for Beta 4. Yeah, we've been here before because there's a Sathium and a Pentaxid asteroid out there, so we'll probably just do a touchdown on this one and then move on. Ship is a bit wayward. Right, guys, what I'll do is I'll see you as we break through the atmosphere. So here we are, we're just approaching Beta 4. Turn on the inertia, so we've got maneuverability, and we'll just break through the atmosphere. Dead worlds are often a good source of salvage. What a horrible graphics. Yeah, so this is the planet that we went and looted a lot of the resources. I think this is the one with the ruin. Where is it? I can't remember what it was now. I think it was the one with the damaged ship, wasn't it? So we're gonna get back up into the atmosphere. Ooh. And we'll head for beta 5, either beta 5 or beta 6. So here we are, we're back up in space. I can't remember, was it? Get the info panel up. Doesn't look anything particularly good. There's beta 6 over there. That looks a little bit more interesting. Water is the great equalizer. So this is a snow planet. This is another dead planet. And no, sorry, this one. They're both snow planets. Is it too hot? Okay. I think we'll go the shortest distance to fuel. Again, we'll just... It's been a bit sticky at the moment. Build up speed. A little bit of a power surge there. Away we go. And there's and a nice cobalt asteroid there. Be worth mining. But what we'll do first things is get in and check beta 5. So here we are, we've just broken through the atmosphere. We've now reached beta 5. It says cold worlds are such a good source of titanium. I don't think we really need titanium. It's not exactly... I don't know. I don't think this is particularly worth that much, to be honest, an old tank station. So let's have a look at the planet. Heat signatures over there. Got level 4 heat signature here. Level 1 heat signature there. I think what we will do is we'll go check out the heat signatures here just to see who's actually on the planet. I don't really want to stay too long. We've got 3 promethium, mainly copper, some cobalt, silicon, and titanium. Let me just check something. Let me come into here. What I did when I looted out the abandoned bunker, I put most of the stuff up into here. You can see I've now completed iron, silicon, carbon substrate, titanium, sathium, and xeno material. So we do need a fair amount of cobalt. So if we could find some cobalt, that could be useful. We've got a crashed DSC back here, which that could have some useful thrusters on it. In fact, we got 2 crashed DSC backs here, which is both good and bad because it means that they may not be the ones with all the nice thrusters on them. Hello. Okay, we've got a Corvette class cutter there. Let's go up and deal with the capital vessel. I think I've got enough ammunition for it. Got 48 missiles. Although we could do a bit of a test because I think generally it's really meant to attack bases and other things. Yes. Okay, I thought I had a little bit of lag there with the reload. Alright, point blank range. Yeah. He's now as good as useless. Oops, there's a... Alright, just on the top there. That's it. Oh no, he's still got a... Now he's got no defences. Right, let's just check out these DSE rear. Got lots of ordinary thrusters on them, which we could pull out, and certainly going to do that. So if we get close in, we can pull out all those thrusters and put those up in the workshop. Oh, got a plasma drone here. Not that he's going to be worth much to loot, but we'll take him on principle. I've got a little bit of ammunition. Just get you in here. Power off. It would probably easier just to use the auger. Now we're safe. I just jump into here. Put the thrusters on. I'm not exactly sure why I left the power on, but never mind. Just get here. In fact, I think what I'll do is I'll just do it the quick way. Come into here. Oops. Do the harvest controller. That there. Oops. And because we haven't caught it, we're just well, I'll try and do retrieve blocks just to see how much we're going to get out of here. Not that much, but we will get some resources from here. I mean, I could core it, but I don't think there's much else in here. Take the fuel tanks as well while we're at it. That will probably go... Oh no, it's on the surface. I think that's about all that's worth taking out of here. So what we'll do is just come in here. 210. So if I go for these, which have got the copper, a lot of motors and stuff there, and the cobalt alloy. We come into here, like that. There we are. That's done the copper. Now it's not gonna. Oh no, we've got some bit more there. It's gonna tell us there. That's gonna. Okay. And what we should be able to do is exactly the same. Oh no, This is a different version of the DSC back. Okay. I think it is, isn't it? Or is it just a bit deeper at the back here? Anyway, we're just going to get in here. Actually, it looks like some of the thrusters are actually working. I mean, I've got loads of medium thrusters, so we don't need to... I need a drill to get down the lower levels. That's okay. We'll just take the fuel tanks. That will give us the cobalt. Yeah, this one's a little bit deeper in the ground. I don't know if I've actually got the drill with me. I haven't got my drill with me. Don't think. No. Okay. I think, considering where we are, I don't think we really need to worry too much about getting the rest of those thrusters. Go there. Oops. Press F4. Harvest controller. Get rid of you. But that's probably needs cobalt. We've got the cobalt alloy. And you can't get computers. Might get that in. So if we drop that in, that should give us, yeah, so that takes us very close to the cobalt alloy. I mean, the big one we're going to need is the 56 large optronics bridge and 20 large optronics matrices. Anyway, let me just find the ship. There it is. Well, seeing you're expending my ammunition, I'm just going to wait for you to die. Then one thing I do like is the fact that the CV turrets have got a lot more range than could have used the drone to pick things up, but it's okay. What we probably are going to need to do is put in a... That's the front of the ship. Let's just get back to the Janus. Got a very large cobalt deposit over there. Right, let me just get... Turn the power off. Jump out. And we'll just do a quick unload. Janus, oops. In load all this stuff. Just pulse rifle, trade items. Certainly going to need to spend a bit of time decomposing that, because that is kind of filling things up. Here we've got some type A plasma cells as put there. Thrusters are on. What I am going to do is find that large, got a colonist excavation site. What happened to that? Got very large titanium deposit. We've got a very large cobalt deposit, just over a kilometre in this direction. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and mine out the cobalt that I'm going to need to complete that workshop job. Looks like a deposit's going to be up in the mountains, so what we'll do is we'll just park off to one side here. Got a Crash Titan mid over there, Crash Titan front. Because we still got the Scorpion. Oops. So we're just going to land here. Off. Got some O2. That we've taken a little bit of damage. So just sure everything is a-okay. Of course, this ship isn't exactly the most powerful. Where is the... What's happened to the cobalt deposit? Right, we got a Gatling, whatever it is, just over there, so we have to keep an eye out for that, but we should be okay. And just do... This is going to be deep. Very, very deep. Right, guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to mine out the cobalt, and I'll be right back. Right, I've just been ejected for the second time in a row, and so I think we've got... Let me just see. I think that's going to be enough for what we need, so let me just get back to the Janus. It's a little bit overloaded. In we go. Level off, kind of. Come in here, just upload the power. Put this into the chapter in. That should be more than enough. In fact, while we're here, then we've got that nice pile of stuff. Construct in. Put that there. Got 4,000 odd cobalt. We come to here. How much do we need? We only need a couple of hundred, so need about 50. Or 3/8. So we could just dump the lot in there. So that gives us the cobalt. So all we need now is the Neo, Estrum, and Zircosium. It's the Estrum and Zircosium that are going to give us the problem, because I have got the Neo. Got 6,078 Neo. Just drop that there. And I think what we're going to do is just move on. I think, right, let's get back up into the cockpit seat. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to move on from this planet. I mean, if we were a little bit more earlier in the series, I would probably stay here and explore a lot more of this planet. It's got a lot of potential worth checking out, but I think it's time to move on. I think we're going to go to the Beta 7 moon. Let's just get up into space and keep going. In fact, it could be nice to try and get all this finished in this part, but maybe that might be a little bit too ambitious. Depends on what we find on the Beta 7 moon. I'll find Beta 7 now. Is it there? That looks like it. So what we got? It actually says beta 7 moon, so we better go to that beta 7 moon. This could be tricky. Yeah, sometimes you can get away with this. You get up quick enough. Yep. The key is to be far enough away so you don't actually hit the atmosphere. There it is. Just going to get up to speed again. Turn off the inertia drive. We've got a level 1 heat signature over there, and it's moving. We got a colonist way station. We got in space. We got iron, silicon, and cobalt. Not exactly something that's worth worrying about. So this beta 7 moon could just be a quick dip down, see what's here, and then move on again. Then again, it has got pentaxid on it, so that could be worth looking for. Here we are. I'm just going to break through the atmosphere of the beta moon. Oops, bit of an audio glitch there. Well, gas giants themselves cannot be landed off. They have rich systems of the moon. Now, if this has got some really nice rich deposits on here, it could be worth checking out. So, got a small cobalt thing, got some heat signatures. And what we got here, we got Sathium, cobalt, promethium. I certainly wouldn't mind stocking up on some promethium. There's an option. Let me just see. Got Xerax oxygen depot. That's not a bad place to go. Got a small promethium deposit below us. I think it could be worth stocking up on some promethium. For some reason my shield is off, which is a bit unfortunate. Right, I think what I'm going to do, guys, is we're going to go and grab that promethium deposit. We've got a couple of local rocket drones thingies around, but they won't be a problem. We're getting close so that we can cover the... Oops. Again, we're just going to drop out, turn the thrusters off, and find the auger. How's the auger for fuel? This isn't good. I think we're just gonna here. I have to admit, this is very much the way I like to play. I know some of you guys like to build extensive bases. When I'm playing Empyrion, and so even no, in fact, most space exploration games, that includes No Man's Sky, X4. I tend to play more as a raider than a settler. I like to kind of go in, grab what's necessary, find anything of interest, and then move on. I'm not being a very big one for kind of settling down on a planet and building a base. To me, bases are effectively static ships which serve a purpose. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to dig this out and then we'll be on our way. Right, guys. Right, I think I've got all the promethium. I just need to find a way out now. Always gets me that you can squeeze your way in, but you've always got to drill your way back out again. And we'll just come here and just see what we get for that in the auger. Yeah, we got about, well, it's not very big, much is it? I was expecting a bit more than that. But at the moment, every little helps. The auger's been a bit skittish. And we're just going to land. Power off. Auger, Janus, in. Actually, it just occurred to me, Janice structure in. Right, I think I've been shooting a lot of these missiles recently. So if I'm going 10, 20, 30 of those. For some reason I've just reloaded my rifle. Right, back in the chair. Monsters on. Not really that interested in silicon. Got a heat signature down there. I think before we leave, we can go and check that out. We'll look round. Got heat signature over there, heat signature there. Right, let's just go and check out these two. If there's nothing spectacular, we'll move on to Beta 8. We've got a tungsten deposit. I think we've got quite a lot of tungsten at the moment, and I don't really want to pick up any more. Got a minigun drone there, but got an alien cloning facility. I can't remember if I've actually ever visited one of these. Oh, no, 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 no. Get away, get away, get away. I've done one of those. It's an interesting POI to do. It's just get away, but consider the amount of effort you've got to do to get past all those weapons. It's not really worth that much, to be honest. Got Promethium there, but it's small again. I think we're just going to go up into space and push on to Beta 8. I think I might have visited Beta 8 already. So here we are, we're up in space. The map. Where is Beta 8? That's Beta 8 out there. Right, this is a poor resource planet, so a lock target. Where are you? And we're going to be off to Beta 8. Press the wrong button. Anyway, we're on our way. This planet's green, which we found a destroyed vessel. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Right, we're going to go and check out the destroyed vessel. If it's the vessel that I think it is, it could be useful, but I doubt if it is going to be the one that I think it is. Turn off the inertia drive. A whole load of Polaris stuff here, so we're going to have to be a bit careful. Got let's take a quick look. Obviously, we've got to leave a lot of the Polaris alone. Obviously, they will get a little bit upset with us. Yep, these are mines. No, we're not going in there. We're just going to go head for Beta 8. Yeah, last thing I want to do is fly into a minefield with the CV. Right, guys, we're just going to head for Beta 8 and see what we can find. Right, here we are. We're just about to break through the atmosphere, turn on the inertia drive. I think somebody is following us. I think it's oh, there's that graphic thing. Barren worlds such as these are good for safety and need to build up, and needed to be built up long range or in warp drives. Okay. Got a small Promethium deposit. Yeah, I think these are just drones here, aren't they? So just look. Were right, we've got 5. They're probably going to be small deposits. We've got 5 pentaxid and 10 sathium. Is it going to be worth checking this out or just moving on? It's just got a major Direx and major port. Got unknown helix over there. Got a drone gunship. Not exactly. Get off the ground. Well, we got an unknown helix here. Could be some quick loot that could be worth checking out. What is the gravity on this planet? 1.4. Could be a little bit shaky. I think what we will do is we'll just do the unknown helix. Some free loot in there. Now, because as I say, I am being a bit casual at the moment, but there's part of me that wants to move on and start exploring other parts of the galaxy, because we've been in this system for 40 odd parts now. So let me just we'll just very quickly do the unknown helix. The Merlin got the nice long nose that can slide up against the well, we'll take that. Not brilliant, but we'll take anything. General supplies, ammunition controller, I'll just put that in there. Trade items, back in the ship. Have a look around and drone gunship over there. That looks very much like a Polaris trading station. I think what we'll do is we'll just go and see if we can check out the Polaris trading station, see if I can offload some trade goods and maybe trade for something else. We got lots of credits. So just the ship doesn't want to. I've got a feeling the ship is feeling its weight. I think the Polaris are. Where are the Polaris? I think they're to the east, aren't they? Yeah, I think we've got a problem with loading. Because of the gravity slightly higher, the ship is kind of struggling a little bit with lift. So we have to be a little bit careful. But we're just get in here and do a little bit of trading if they've got a trading station here. I don't think we can lift much more off. In fact, we're not careful, we may actually get stuck. Right, there's a trade station here, but I don't think it's a very big one, but just drop in and say hello. And then hopefully Just here to dust us off. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get that much from here, but we're just say hello. Yeah, I've only come to trade. Right, we've got a rocket launcher, LS2 laser explosive charges, miniguns. We've got some upgrade kits which we could probably sell off. Let me just see trade items. See, we just think we pistol there as well, wasn't there? I'm here to buy. This is a rifle upgrade kit. Sell those. Sniper upgrade kit. Sell that. Shotgun. Sell that. And laser upgrade kit. That's not too bad a haul. This is an MO60. I think I've actually got a couple of Xerox rocket launchers as well, which I didn't sell before. These are grenade launchers. Xerox rocket launcher there. I go to the general. I want to keep one of these just. So we got one rocket launcher that we can sell. Sniper rifle, back to trade items. Maybe he's in the market for some assault rifles. Got a laser pistol as well that we can sell. Here to. Right, we can certainly sell that for 6,000. He's not really interested in anything else, is he? Rocket launcher. It's stingy. Okay. Here for a drink. Purified water, energy bars. Buy some crew. Let's see. I've lost someone. Oh, it's Dodgy Bill in the corner here, isn't it? Here to shop. No. Ice cream. What do you get for ice chocolate chip eaten before it melts? Okay. Reduces the body temperature. Wow, that's interesting. So, I guess the guy who does the dodgy dealing. He's a guard. I don't think he's the one, is he? I've lost someone. I've spoken to you. You're the one who's... You're the games player. Okay. I think I get the feeling I've lost someone here, but I don't want to hang it out too long. We do need a galactic information network. I'm pretty sure that we can hand in these crates. Advanced upgrade kit. What are you doing in there? Okay, what are these components that they're doing in there as well? Missing cargo. Oh. When have you find unsealed? Okay, I thought. Okay, so obviously that's junk. Oh well, that's the way it is. We made a little bit of money. We didn't find anything of what I was really looking for, but that's the way it is. I think what we will do is we'll put this in with plants so I don't make the mistake again. I'm absolutely certain I had some. Don't like that advanced upgrade kit. I don't really want to sell that by accident. Again, I think we'll put that in with the plants. Right, I think just to finish the video off, guys, we're going to do the asteroid field and complete this mission. Apologies that it's not particularly that interesting, but I think if we can get this mission done, we can then look at the next mission in the next part and see where that will actually take us. So thrusters on, and we're just going to get off this planet. Just where we go to map. What we got to do now is the beta asteroid field, isn't it? Is this asteroid 2? Is it? It's the actual asteroid field. So I suppose we better go to the right one. Or do we go to anyone? So this one says asteroid field 1. That's a planetary remnant. I presume it could be, we can go to anyone we want. Bit intrigued with the planetary remnant, so I think we'll go to this one and see how it goes. I mean, generally planetary remnants have a lot of quite nice resources in them. You should report your findings to the UCANH Explorer. Question is, can we get a lock on to the asteroid station? Right, what we're going to do is just complete this mission. There's a complete mission, open PDA. Right, the UCH research vessel is there. We just open the PDA. You're playing Project Eden. Yes, thank you. What mission were we actually doing? Thank you for your surveying in solar system. We haven't already speak to the captain of the UCH and other nearby sister. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to head for the research vessel and see what we can do. We'll go and speak to the captain. So here we are. We're just coming up on the UCH research vessel. Try and get a little bit of alignment with the hatch here. A bit lower. I think that should be it. Thrusters off. Of course, what I'm going to need to do is put the EVA suit on. Otherwise, we're going to get absolutely frozen once we're outside. So just grab here. Put an EVA on. Oh, where did this come? Unified Council 50. That the reward of what I got. Or let me just unload that. I'm assuming that this must be the reward for completing the mission. It wasn't there earlier on. You can see we got 9 optronics bridges, so we've got nowhere near enough optronics bridges to get what we need done. This is a beta system survey report. Okay. Let's put off. What we could probably do is just put this straight in the pentaxid tank. We used a lot of pentaxid, so, and we've got a unified Council of Humanities poster. I think we can put the posters in here actually, alongside various bits and pieces. Okay. Go across to the. Yeah. Oops. Got myself a little bit of damage. That's okay. We can go and talk to this guy again because I don't know whether the cooldown is finished. Let's see if we can get some more resources from him. Can you spare any supplies? Fuel stop. Oh, we got some fuel. Oh, well, I'll take it. Okay, we're outside of logistics range. Of course, we've got to go and talk to the captain. Don't know if we could hand anything in because we haven't really gathered anything for the lab, but we can always check. Welcome to UCH. You have a number of missions available. Mission. We have to wait. When we got the once all full reports are in your personal inventory, a special mission will activate. Does that mean that to get the next mission, we've got to go to another UCH ship? Oh, that's a bit. Okay. I don't think I've got anything else. General supplies, which is like that. We've got some hacking and software. Hello, get out of the way. And we've got nanite schematic, nanite ejectors, tablets. Tidy that up, it's annoying me. Oops, don't want the salt in there. It was in there. Put the posters in there, and that one. Well, right, we got some navigational data. We can go and turn that in. Hello, guys. You still? Did I get up here? I want schematics. Okay. Great distances. Okay. Okay, I don't think we've got anything else. Let me just see. Does it helps? We got some more research points for the navigational data. Did that actually go? Let me just see. Get closer to the. This out a little bit. That makes sense. Do it this way. Not a big one for sorting, but sometimes it's useful. So we got ourselves a little bit more research points to look at. Gives us 2,405. I suppose what we should do is start thinking about doing some of the unlocks here, but at the moment I'm not sure which way I would like to go. I mean, what I would go for Voidium research, but only if we actually find something that's there. The augmented shield generator could be quite nice. And antimatter research, that gives us increased warp drive. Then we've got legacy augmented weapon systems currently not in use. We got some of this weapons here with the heavy Gatling gun, which we could put on to so we got a few weapons that we could use. Tool wise, we're good. I don't think we need anything else there. Oxygen extractor, that could be useful should we need it, although we're not exactly short of oxygen. Other vehicles, we're not really using it. Heavy flamethrower unit. Wow. What we might have to do is unlock up to here when we use the Scorpion in order to make the tank ammunition. Anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, I think what we're going to do is leave this whole system and start traveling across the galaxy. Maybe try and find another UCH ship to see whether we can pick up a new mission. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.